Welcome, everyone. I'm Monica Wiki.
Yeah, and I'm Logan Rader, and it's a happy Friday here on New Mexico Living. We made it.
Thank goodness.
Marathon week.
A very busy week.
Just how we like it.
It's been tons of fun, though.
Busy, fun, hardworking, scary.
Scared here.
And we're getting
it's
right
okay,
into
we made it through. All is well.
And we're getting right into it right as I get this cord over my ear. Okay, cool. Balloon Fiesta has shared this year's winners of the Cindy Petrin Memorial Photo Contest. This is fantastic.
Yeah,
this year's grand winner of the contest is John Rawling, who captured this photo of the new ghost balloon over the moon, moving on to the mass ascension now. This is awesome. First place went to Julie Hamlin, who we had on our show from Sacred Sage Photography.
Super cool.
Second went to Jennifer Johnson, and then third is Casey Cochran. Now here's a look at the special shape rodeo winners. First place, you had Dan Farley. Second goes to Howie Pearson, and third, Susan Case. For a full list of all those winners, though, guys, and all the other categories as well, you can head over to our website, alwaysonkrqe.com. Most photographed event in the entire world, not country, world, and boy, we got some really good ones this year.
Yeah, you know what's really cool about this too is these snapshots, while they're really, really fun to look at, they're like frozen memories, right? You're gonna look back on these photos,
goes the moon
and you're
there.
gonna remember what you were doing, where you were at and all that stuff, but they're going to kind of like take you back to when you took that snapshot. That's what's really beautiful about still imaging and photography.
Is there a reason all my photos turn out blurry and not great?
I literally could not figure out perspective if my life depended on it.
How'd they make the moon look like that?
Looks
Anytime
really
I take a
cool.
picture of the moon,
Also,
it just looks like a light off in the
where
distance.
was this ghost balloon? I did not see it, and it was adorable.
I know.
I feel robbed of the experience.
Interesting stuff right there. Congratulations to all the
everyone.
winners.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great stuff.
All right, guys, moving on. Joy Junction is a local nonprofit that works to help the homeless one person at a time.
That's right. In today's Hope in Action series, we're seeing how your donations are being put to use and how Joy Junction is making it easy to continue lending a helping hand. Take a look.
Joy Junction's mission to help Albuquerque's homeless runs entirely on private donations with no city, state, or federal government funding. That means, as a nonprofit, donations-only organization, Joy Junction relies solely on the generosity of the citizens here in New Mexico. Many of the services Joy Junction provides are assisted by material donations. But for some things, like utilities, maintenance, and food or sanitary items that cannot wait for a donation, money is required to keep the shelter running. The holiday months are a time when people think of the less fortunate, but those needs don't go away after the new year. To help Joy Junction throughout the year, please consider making a tax-deductible charitable donation. The process is simple and can be completed online, over the phone, or through the mail. And if you'd like to see how your contributions are being put to use, the shelter has facilities tours Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Joy Junction believes that only by not just providing a handout, but also a hand up, we can change the lives of our neighbors for the better. For ways you can help Joy Junction in their mission, visit joyjunction.org.
Incredible work being done by them. Like Logan said, very busy. So we're giving you a shot of our green room with all of our guests waiting to come on and chit-chat with us today.
A party there. Some people sitting on the couch of greatness. Your day will be great now that you're on that couch.
Slim Chickens is the proud kitchen sponsor for New Mexico Living.
Support for every step of your journey. Addiction comes in many different forms and can affect an array of people, from the individual themselves, their families, friends, coworkers, and more. But there is hope, and that hope is that recovery is not a journey that you have to take alone. So we are joined by Bernalillo County Deputy Manager Lisa Cedillo-White and Community Program Manager Erica Abeyta, highlighting Keep NM Alive, breaking down how this initiative, this program, is broadening its scope. Ladies, welcome. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
This is a super important conversation, so I just want to get right into it. Can you tell our viewers what Keep NM Alive is?
Sure. Keep NM Alive is a campaign that started in 2022. It's a campaign that was started to start the conversation on the dangers of the drugs in our community. It is a collaboration of partners from lived experience families to public health and wellness, public safety organizations that have come together to help with prevention efforts on educating the community on the dangers of the drugs in the community.
Prevention efforts, education efforts, beautiful collaborations to just bring to light, like you said, start this conversation, a very significant one. Since your inception to now, talk to me about the phases you guys have gone through, the growth that you've seen.
Sure. So the phases that we've gone through, the campaign started in 2022. and started with phase 1, as we stated, start the conversation. Don't be afraid to talk about, to your children and know the dangers of the drugs. So hitting hard on prevention efforts. Then it went into phase 2, went into harm reduction efforts. People that, are in the thick of it, whether they're in recovery, whether relapse, but the importance of harm reduction strategies. So we introduced naloxone into a lot of our community events and training of the community. We also marketed the 988, 24/7 national hotline. It's a crisis and a hotline. And so we marketed it to our community as well. And then phase 3, on phase 1, we highlighted those that had lost a child or a family member to fentanyl poisoning. But then we also, excuse me, we introduced also highlighting those in recovery, because those in recovery are a beacon of light to help others. So it's highlighting those in recovery. And then we're now going into a phase 4.
And phase 4, opioids, fentanyl aren't the only things that are impacting our families greatly here in New Mexico. And so we know alcohol is another issue. It's so readily available, very prevalent in our community. And so we wanted to broaden the scope of focus in phase 4. So with that in mind, we're going to hit deep on prevention efforts, education out in the community on the impacts of polysubstance use and alcohol, including alcohol harms prevention and DWI prevention. And so we're really excited for this growth, because it's not only individuals that are impacted, it's families that are lost, it's families that are impacted in community at the end of the day.
And I think that's an important perspective to bring up, right? Like, yes, there is one individual that is maybe struggling with the addiction, but it does ripple effect out to their friends, their family, the community as a whole. So having something like Keep NM Alive, like you said, to just start that conversation. If somebody at home is watching this interview and they're like, I know somebody's struggling, I want to be involved in a way that I can help change the stigma, change the numbers, what opportunities are there for people to get involved?
So we have an amazing website. It's keepnewmexicoalive.org. There's wonderful resources that are always available in there if you know or if you yourself are struggling. But then there's also an opportunity within the website to volunteer. We cannot do the work alone. Each year we do so many community events, whether it's grassroots events or we're going out into the bigger events, and we need folks to continue that message. We are so blessed that we have over 200 volunteers right now that put well over 1,000 volunteer hours each year out in the community, because it comes from their heart. They want to make a difference, and many of these families have lost an individual within their own family, whether it's a child or a loved one due to substance use or now even violence prevention, and they want to make an impact. At the end of the day, they want to save lives, and the ripple effect of those lives saves can be immense.
Absolutely, and I think, if you are watching at home and you want to be involved, you don't have to be personally affected by drug-related addiction or anything. You can make a difference regardless, right?
Absolutely.
Really quickly, ladies, as we wind down here, what is the end goal for Keep NM Alive?
The end goal is to keep New Mexico alive. Being able to be a resource and a conduit for families that are struggling. And so our end goal is to kind of take the campaign statewide.
Absolutely.
Take it
Incredible.
statewide, and like we like to say, it's not just about helping to keep folks alive, it's helping them to live their best quality of life and thrive.
Absolutely. Live your life, don't just be alive, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely incredible work being done. Ladies, thank you for coming in and sharing about Keep NM Alive, an incredible campaign.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Goodwill of New Mexico is the proud coffee mug sponsor for New Mexico Living.
T-Rex, Pterodactyl, and Brontosaurus. Oh my, it's an interactive and fun, unforgettable experience for the family, and it's coming right here to Albuquerque. What am I talking about? Well, for another year, Jurassic Quest is bringing the plethora of dinosaurs to the Duke City to give people an up-close and personal interaction with these prehistoric beings. You're going to see something here in a second. You're going to love it. So here today to give us the details on Jurassic Quest and what families are in store for, we are joined by dino trainer Adrian Palmer and one of his buddies. Adrian, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my gosh. Jurassic Quest is here. My son is a dinosaur lover. He is so excited for this. Adrian, talk to me about Jurassic Quest, what this is all about.
So basically, the first thing parents and the kids are going to experience is they go back over 85 million years.
Yeah.
And see that many years worth of dinosaurs. They're life size, true to life size,
Oh
true
my
to
gosh.
sound. They're animatronic, so there is that aspect.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun, you know, as someone that I run the shows, so you'll see us walk around with the baby dinos. We have the opportunity for families to train 2 raptors, so they can be certified junior dinosaur trainers. Oh my gosh. As well as we recently merged with Brickfest Live. Okay. So not only do we have dinosaurs, but now we have Legos.
Oh my, look at this video, guys. When he says life size, yeah, those are as big as they were 80 million years ago. And you said there's going to be Legos as well.
Yes, we usually merge Brickfest Live, so we have Lego aspects now. So there's an area where you can build derby cars and race them down the track. There's dinosaurs they can even ride. They can ride dinosaurs this weekend.
This is so cool. I am thrilled. We'll be getting out to see this weekend. You guys need to as well. You brought one of your little buddies today.
Yes.
Talk to me about who you brought.
This is Tyson, one of our many babies. We have 2 other babies. We have Trixie the Triceratops and Cammy the Camarasaurus. So they'll be wandering around saying hi to everybody.
Oh
no, Tyson's a little frisky sometimes.
Look at him. He's young. First time on TV, I think.
Yeah, it's first time. He's 3 weeks old, so yeah, he's really kind of getting used to this.
This is just one of the things you guys can experience at Jurassic Quest. It's going to be such a good time. You guys are doing something really cool, Sensory Hour.
Yes.
Talk to me about
it. So it's something that is personal to me because I am someone that is on the spectrum. For me, I don't have the sound and light thing. But for those on the spectrum or anyone that has sensitivity to light or sound, Saturday mornings from 8 to 9, we basically have all the lights, just the house lights on and the sound's off. So it's really for those people that have that sensitivity to sound. So they have the right to enjoy this just as much as all of us do.
Absolutely. That is so, making this an inclusive thing for everybody. That is so special and so important as well. So Jurassic Quest, it's here. Where is it taking place? How long are we going to be here for? Give us those details.
It's going to be at the Albuquerque Convention Center. We open today at 12.
Nice.
It goes through Sunday.
Oh my, guys, this is such a treat to have here in Albuquerque. Do not miss out. It is going to be one heck of an experience. What do you love most about Jurassic Quest? As a guy, as one of the dino trainers, what do you love most?
I love my job. You know, I love the opportunity to train the raptors, interact with the kids. You know, one of the best things I think that I've personally experienced is I could be hosting a show, and in the middle of the show, you just hear kids say, "Oh my God, a dinosaur!" And you can't help but smile at that.
Yeah.
You know, the excitement, the interaction, you know, all the laughter. Parents, I'm warning you now, we do have bounce houses. You will get trapped there. It's inevitable.
I can already picture this happening for me in my future, and I'm totally okay with it. Bringing so much joy to so many people here. This is just fantastic. Where can we go to find out more online?
JurassicQuest.com.
JurassicQuest.com. Get your tickets now, guys. Thank us later. This is going to be one prehistoric event experience that you don't want to miss out on. Adrian, thank you so much for coming in.
Of course, it's, like always, it's going to be a roaring good time this weekend.
I am so ready for my son to be like, whoa! Guys, for more information on this entire interview, head over to KRQE.com, click on that New Mexico Living tab. Stay with us. There's more New Mexico Living when we return.
Albuquerque Florist is the proud Set Flowers sponsor for New Mexico Living.
Coming together to make a difference. That is exactly what Sunward Federal Credit Union and Suriname are doing here in our community. The 2 organizations have come up with a really fun way to give back to a very worthy cause. This is a fun one, guys. So here today to tell me more about this partnership is Chief Growth Officer with Sunward, Whitney Anderson, as well as the Executive Director of Suriname, Tracy Weaver. Ladies, welcome.
Thank you.
Always great to have you here. This is a really fun collaboration, so I want to just jump right into it. Whitney, starting with you, you guys have created Sun Pint, which is this absolutely fabulous creation. Why did Sunward want to create this?
Oh my gosh, we were so excited to kind of push the boundaries a little bit and do something different. So we partnered with Tractor Brewing Company to create Soul Cider, which is a lemon lavender, which hope you remember our colors are purple and yellow, so we have some correlation there. And we were able to come together and do something really unique for community. And with that, for every pint that is sold through January 22nd, we are donating $2 to Suriname. So that's one of the things that makes this partnership so cool. We have this connection with community, and with an amazing partner like Tracy, we have this opportunity and we are excited to do it.
I mean, $2 is a really significant portion of those proceeds for an extended period of time. And what a fun, creative way to just kind of give back. Tracy, I want to talk about your partnership here with Sunward, kind of how this came to be.
Yeah, we've been partners with Sunwood for some time. We really value our deep relationships in the community, and thought this was a really great way when they reached out to us with this initial kind of partnership with this first Sun Pint, that it would be a great way to bring our mission to more people in a really fun, community-oriented way.
Yeah.
So Saranom works with families who are homeless, and we're ending homelessness and poverty through housing, education, and supportive community, and they support those goals too.
Yes.
I think that that's incredible. Also, with this like Sun Pint creation, it's kind of meeting people where they're at in a really casual way, and just getting your mission and the work that you do out to more people. Talk to me, Whitney, about what it means to support an organization like Saranom for Sunward.
Absolutely. Well, when you think about us as a credit union and having a housing initiative, this was just a natural match.
Sure.
We do so much work together, and we're so excited to work with organizations that really make an impact on community, which you all do every single day. And then when you think about incorporating financial wellness in there, it just makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Tracy, I want to talk to you a little bit more about how you hope the support is going to help Saranom. If you guys are looking towards the future, what this looks like for you.
It's been a big year for Saranom, so we are doubling our capacity this year with a second campus on the west side of Albuquerque, our ADC Family Campus. And in fact, we're bringing in 10 new families. We just got occupancy next week before Thanksgiving. And next year, we'll be fully occupied on that campus. So we're doubling our capacity, and this partnership is really just going to support that in a really amazing way.
Yeah, I think that's incredible. Congratulations on this
Yes.
expansion. Your work really is touching the lives of so many people across, the metro area, and I think that is amazing. Whitney, what else can we expect out of the Sun Pint? Is this the only collaboration we're seeing, or are we also looking to the future?
No,
All
this
right.
is not it for Sun Pint. We're really excited to collaborate with other local breweries as well as other local organizations. I think it creates opportunities for us to partner differently, do some really cool things. I really want to give a shout out to Tractor Brewing because they took a lot of time to make Soul Cider come to life and really think about that creativity for the flavors to come together. And don't forget to come out and visit us because it's amazing. It's a great, great flavor.
Yeah.
And it's that $2 that goes to Saranom that makes all the difference.
Absolutely. That money is going to go towards an incredibly worthy cause to allow them to continue to make the growth and impact that they are doing. Ladies, can we get a website for each of you just so we can continue to follow the work that you're doing? Tracy, where can we follow more about Saranom?
Yeah, if you want to know more, you can find us at saranomabq.org.
Beautiful. Whitney?
GoSunward.org.
Fantastic. Guys, we'll put that on our website as well. $2, an incredible percentage. Go find your new favorite beer. Ladies, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Of course. Guys, for more information on everything we talked about, please head over to krqe.com. Click on that New Mexico Living tab. Stay with us. There is more New Mexico Living when we return.
Garcia Subaru is the proud pet pick sponsor for New Mexico Living.
All right, everybody, time for the Garcia Subaru Pet Picks.
I'm very excited for this one. Meet our feline pair of the day, Bad Boy and Thoughts.
There they are, Bad Boy and Thoughts. Those are owned by my good buddy, Adam Mays. What's up, Adam? Adam says he's had this dynamic duo since 2016. He says they are both around 9 years old, and they've been married for 7 years, betrothed.
Goodness, a match made in heaven, yes.
Wow.
I absolutely love that. These two love to chase each other around and snuggle. So Bad Boy is the black tuxedo cat, and Thoughts is the gray tabby.
Well, how did they get their names? Well, Bad Boy got his because he would escape, and Adam would tell him to quit being a bad boy. So
That
that's
makes
how he got his
sense.
name. And then Thoughts got her name because she always looks up in a daze like she's in her thoughts, kind of like our producer, Adrian.
A lot of times he is doing that. So very cute. I did not know these were your buddy's cats.
Yes.
Thanks for sending him in, Adam.
Yes,
That's awesome.
thank you, Adam. If you would like for us to feature your pet like Bad Boy and Thoughts, it's simple. Head over to krqe.com, click on that New Mexico Living tab. You'll find the Pet Picks tab. Click on that, and then just submit your photo. Well, when you think of late fall and winter travel, where are some destinations that come to mind? We got maybe Vail, Sedona, Pagosa Springs, maybe. There we go. But what if I told you Texas was an incredible travel destination for this time of year with a ton of different options for every type of adventure? Texas resident here.
Let's hit the road to my home state. Yeah, Texas really does have so much to offer travelers. And to get better deals on all of it, I did sit down and speak with travel journalist Jennifer Broom, who partnered with Travel Texas to share some unexpected adventures in the Lone Star State. Take a listen. Travel journalist Jennifer Broom, welcome back to New Mexico Living. A pleasure to be talking with you today.
Always great to see you guys.
So we are talking all about the travel and adventure opportunities in the great state of Texas. Let's waste no time, get right into it. Tell me about some fun outdoor opportunities people can get into in the Texas Hill Country. That's right, Hill Country in Texas.
Oh, yes. First of all, I have to say welcome to the Vine on Middle Creek, just outside of Fredericksburg. I mean, this place is so idyllic. It's gorgeous. It's just, I'm having a fantastic stay, by the way. So the Texas Hill Country is filled with fabulous towns like Fredericksburg that have rich German history. My favorite outdoor thing to do here is to go hiking at Enchanted Rock State Natural Area. It's also a dark sky park, so the stargazing is phenomenal. And if you're like me and you enjoy a good wine or two glasses, there are over 100 wineries in the region. So your post-adventure, that's where you go. If you're a history buff, Lyndon B. Johnson National Historical Park, you can go and enjoy the grounds of LBJ's beloved ranch. The holidays here are fantastic. And then if you're here in the spring, the bluebonnets in March and early April are spectacular.
You are right. Those bluebonnets are definitely something to see if you're in the Texas Hill Country in that springtime. But Texas is a big state. We know this, right? And so there's tons of things to explore. Talk to me about the wild fun that there is in East Texas.
This is one of those that I think is really going to surprise you. And I think for for a lot of folks in New Mexico, this is going to be a very different adventure. We're going to Beaumont and we are going to do a sea to swamp experience. So let's get a little beach solitude, because who doesn't love having the beach all to yourself? We're going to go to Sea Rim State Park and McFadden National Wildlife Refuge. They're right next to each other. They are both on the Great Texas Coastal Birding Trail. So solitude and birding there. Also in the heart of Beaumont is Cattail Marsh Scenic Wetlands and Boardwalk. That's incredible at sunrise to do a little birding. Now, if you want to experience Big Thicket National Preserve, you can go on a small boat or a kayak tour with Big Thicket Outfitters. I did that with Gerald, and it's a fun experience seeing the tupelo and the cypress trees on the Cooks Lake to Scatterman Paddle Trail. Now, just a few hours north of Beaumont is a place called Caddo Lake. It is one of the largest bald cypress forests in the world. It has this mysterious feel to it. Go on a boat ride with Patrick, the owner of Mossy Break Camp Caddo Lake Swamp Tours. I had an absolute ball. I think it's the best way to experience the mystique of the lake and also its wildlife.
I'm sorry, but sea to swamp is not something I thought would come out of Texas, and it sounds like an absolute blast getting out into those regions that are maybe lesser explored. Speaking of that, the Panhandle, not something a lot of people think of when they're like, where do I want to travel to? But there's a ton of unexpected adventure up there. Tell me about the Panhandle.
This is a quick, easy road trip for you. So let's go to the second largest canyon in the United States, and that is at Palo Duro Canyon State Park. It is incredible. It's 120 miles long. My favorite trail there is the Lighthouse Trail, because it takes you to one of the park's most iconic rock formations. Now, Palo Duro is also just 25 minutes from Amarillo's Route 66. Of course, you guys also have Route 66, and a lot of folks are going to be exploring Route 66 in 2026 because of the Mother Road's 100th celebration. But just so you know, Amarillo is going to have a really cool Route 66 festival June 4th through 13th. So it's going to be a fun time to go experience another part of Route 66.
Absolutely. We know ours here in New Mexico very well, so getting to experience a different part of it in the Panhandle of Texas, a very fun bucket list thing to do. Let's round out our conversation now by hitting on the fun that can be had on the desert side of the state over in West Texas.
Oh, this is just one of my favorite places on the planet. And I truly enjoy Big Bend National Park, draws people from all over the world. The desert landscapes are phenomenal. But what I suggest doing is go start in Marathon first and stay at the Gage Hotel, then drive to Fort Davis, visit the historic fort, go do a star party at McDonald Observatory with some of the darkest skies in the country, head over to Balmorhea State Park to go take a dip in the springs, then Marfa. You got to go experience the art, the food, the fun, maybe even see the mysterious Marfa lights. There's an incredible drive that you go south from Marfa. It's the River Road right along the Rio Grande that will take you into Terlingua, the ghost town there. And then that sets you up for your grand adventure in Big Bend National Park, the only national park with an entire mountain range within its borders.
That is an entire week of adventure in one geographical area. Absolutely an incredible part of the state that I think can be overlooked. Jennifer, we have talked about so much today in typical Texas fashion, larger than life, right? Where's a website we can go to learn a little bit more?
Oh, this is so easy. For your next outdoor adventure in the Lone Star State, all you have to do is go to traveltexas.com.
Very easy. Thank you so much again for taking some time to talk with us. I am ready to book my next travel back to my own home state. I'm going to be a tourist in my own home state again. Jennifer, it was a pleasure to talk to you today.
Always great to see you guys.
I want to be a tourist in Texas.
Just seeing you being a tourist in Texas just makes me laugh.
Thank you.
Guys, if you want to see that interview again, head over to KRQE.com, click on the New Mexico Living tab. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You don't want to be a tourist in Texas?
I want to watch you be a tourist in Texas.
The County Line is the proud loft sponsor for New Mexico Living.
Well, are you feeling festive yet? If not, we have a handful of fun holiday events that will change your tune real quick. And along with that, we also want to highlight a local business that's doing big things in our community. So we're joined by the CEO of What's New in ABQ, Nicole Harwood, highlighting those upcoming holiday events, as well as the owner of Change Out Jewelry LLC, showcasing the businesses and what they do. That is Anita Foster. Guys, welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right, Anita, I want to start with you. Change Out Jewelry LLC. Talk to me about this, how this all got started.
Yeah, I took care of my parents for the last 6 years of their life, and I watched them lose their independence day by day, inch by inch. Wow. The thing that struck me was my mom not being able to wear jewelry. I know it's a small thing, but psychologically, jewelry and our clothing define us. They set us apart in the world. And so I set out to create a system that would enable people with mobility and dexterity issues. Turns out everybody has the problems that we solved with Change Out Jewelry.
Wow, that is really interesting how this all came to be. Let's talk about Change Out Jewelry now. You brought some stuff here today. Break it down for us.
Yeah, so Change Out Jewelry, it's comprised of one fully adjustable reusable chain.
Okay.
You don't have to reach behind your neck. Tuck your elbows in, switch it over your head, and everything closes right in the front through a toggle loop system, so you're never reaching behind your neck. It works for everyone, even with long nails.
That is so cool. Can we see it one more
time?
That would
bring
be
that up.
Absolutely.
We're gonna get a shot of this. You guys know when you're putting your necklace on how hard it is to find the little like small loop, get it in there.
Absolutely.
Not with Change Out Jewelry.
Right.
The loop is in the front.
Correct. So again, one fully adjustable chain. There's a little connector. You can move it. Creates a split back. Beautiful. Just tuck your elbows in. Flip it over your head. Go ahead and put your toggle right through your toggle loop.
Oh my goodness.
And you're done.
That's beautiful.
The pendants change out. All of them are interchangeable.
Wow.
So I would just loop this out, pick up another pendant, slide that on.
Wow. Super versatile here.
Super versatile.
So we can put a lot of things on there.
We can put a lot of things on there. And now
it's in the name, Change Out Jewelry. All makes sense now.
Exactly. And we started off with our pendants.
Yeah, let's take a look at these.
The ones that we build that fit automatically on the chain. Everything fits. There's over 100 styles. Then this year we introduced a clip. Now, if you love the versatility of the chain, you can simply wear your own pendants.
Oh my goodness.
Those just click on. Sorry.
Coming here soon.
No. They slide on and they slide off. Again, another large part, easy to use, easy to manipulate. Put it through your own veil, and now you're wearing your own pendant. So you don't need me. Well, you need my chain.
You need that chain. Man, that's super versatile, super efficient. I love it, and these are beautiful as well.
Thank you.
Where can we go online to get some Change Out Jewelry?
ChangeOutJewelry.com.
Oh my gosh. I know you guys are looking to do some holiday shopping. If you got someone who wants some jewelry, listen, I'm the guy who struggles putting on a necklace because I can't get it into the little, it's just so difficult when you're doing it behind your head. Not here with Change Out Jewelry. Super simple and beautiful stuff. Nicole, really quickly, we've got some holiday events we want to talk about.
Absolutely. So while you're getting ready to holiday shop with Change Out Jewelry, you can also check out some amazing events online. We have the Real Route 66 pre-Christmas celebration, Black Friday weekend, 10 holiday movies, vendors, Santa, hot cocoa, 2 nonprofits, including the Juneteenth Institute and Blessed and Beautiful, are throwing that to help raise money for the homeless in the community and to better the conditions in the International District.
Oh my gosh, amazing stuff. And then we have Winter Wonderland as well, yes?
Yes, you cannot forget about Winter Wonderland in Mexico.
I will not. I shall not.
It's at the State Fairgrounds, and this year is a special year. It has finally opened to a full walkthrough event.
Oh, man.
So there are even more lights. You get to actually walk through the amazing light tunnel. Hot cocoa, vendors, trees, I don't know. Everything is all together.
Anything you would want in a winter wonderland, you will get here. A lot of great stuff right there. Anita Foster, Change Out Jewelry website one more time.
Yep, changeoutjewelry.com.
Come on, guys. Make putting that jewelry on easier. And it's beautiful. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for your time.
Stay with us, guys. We'll be right back. Well, as families gather for the holidays, it's not just about celebrating. It's also the perfect time to start planning those big 2026 vacations. And if you've ever thought about taking the whole family, I'm talking the kids, the parents, the grandparents, now is the time to get started.
Yeah, it's never too early to start planning that 2026 family vacation, but when you're bringing multiple generations, there's a bit more to consider. So I sat down with travel expert Janine Tornatore, who shared top tips for planning memorable multi-generational getaways. Take a listen. Well, travel expert Janine Tornatore making a stop here on New Mexico Living again today to talk about something that I think not a lot of us think of in terms of travel plans, and that is multi-generational travel. Janine, before we jump into things, can you explain what multi-generational travel is?
Yes, multi-generational travel is a trend we're seeing continue to grow, and that's bringing the entire family together on vacations. I'm talking grandparents, parents, kids, aunts, uncles, cousins in many cases. And we're seeing more of this, people just wanting to spend time together and go on those great vacations. And, you know, as we're approaching the holidays, it's one of the few times of the year when you have the entire family together. So it's the ideal time right now to really, as you're all together, talk about if that's a vacation that looks appealing to you. And if so, start the planning process.
You took the words right out of my mouth. The holidays are here. The families are together. What better time than now to just get those plans rolling, get started. So when families are together and they are planning these 2026 multi-generational trips, there are a lot of different people to consider that are going on this trip. What should these families be considering when they start the planning process for these trips?
A few things you should focus on to get the conversation going and start the planning process. Number one, choosing a destination that has something for everyone. So start your conversation there. What do you enjoy when you're on vacation? What do the kids want to do? What do the grandparents like to do? Get everybody's input so you can really start thinking about somewhere that encompasses something that everyone's going to enjoy. Number two, lodging. Do you all want to stay in one big vacation home together? Is that appealing? Do you want condominiums, separate hotel, interconnecting hotel rooms? Those are important to consider as well. Make everybody happy. And then also budgeting. You want to think about options that make budgeting easy for everyone.
Absolutely. You want everyone to get the most out of this trip and enjoy it to the fullest. So considering all of those things is going to just, I think, get things off on the right foot and ensure that you have that successful trip. So let's think about some options here for the trip itself. I know cruising is a popular option for multi-gen travel. Why is that?
Yeah, I love cruises for multi-generational trips for multiple reasons. Number one, they really simplify everything, your transportation, your entertainment, your meals. It's all in one price. You pay for it. You don't think about it. You get to show up at the cruise ship and just hop on and enjoy your vacation with your family. And you don't really have to think about budgeting while you're on the ship either because you've already done it. So that's a really great reason for that. I also love that there are experiences for everyone aboard these ships. Carnival Cruise Line just launched their first all-new brand campaign in more than 7 years, built around finding your fun again and knowing that fun means something different for everyone. So whether it's the shore excursions and destination visits, or it's all the onboard fun from the kids clubs and entertainment, spas, adults only spaces, there truly is something everyone can enjoy on these vacations. And I also love onboard that lodging's really evolving on these ships. Many of Carnival ships now have interconnecting rooms, their family harbor suites. They also have private lounges that are perfect for extended families. And they have their own private island destinations that are built for multi-generational travel. So Carnival's new Celebration Key on Grand Bahama Island has all the splash pads and slides and things for the kids, and the cabanas and swim up bars and the things the adults want as well. So these are really vacations built for multi-generational travel.
I like that this next generation of travel is focusing on the multi-generational aspect. I think the inclusivity of it is just fantastic, really getting to share time with your family, but making sure there's something for everyone, right? So this next destination spot, I was kind of surprised at. Mountain towns, because when I think of mountain towns, I'm thinking, is grandma and grandpa going to want to hike the mountain, but also are children going to want to do that? But for some reason, these are good spots.
These are great spots. And yeah, I think there's a little myth that you have to be a downhill skier or a big adventure traveler to really enjoy these. But you go to places like Breckenridge, Vail, Colorado, and they are building more and more experiences into these mountain towns for everybody. You don't have to be an adventurer. The towns are really walkable. You know, they have great restaurants, great shopping, galleries, experiences where you can be outdoors, but, you know, be on e-bikes even. You know, there are a lot of things that families and multi-generational families can do in these destinations. I love places like this too, because they also have that lodging, whether you're looking for those big family vacation homes or the condominiums, there's plenty of them in these destinations. And they have things like free public transportation. You hop on their buses, get around town, and great affordability factors during different times of the year as well.
We love that. And they appeal to the nature lover in all of us. We can get as much or as little nature with beautiful views. Breckenridge and Vail are just gorgeous places to go visit. What about cities though? I mean, are places, big cities like Chicago or New York, are those good for multi-generational, or is that maybe too much?
That is a question I get all the time, because people want something different. They want that, or, you know, maybe a little urban adventure and the culture and the history. I like, for multi-gen trips, mid-sized cities. They have more of an affordability factor. They're a little less stressed because not the traffic and maybe as many crowds, but you still get great cultural activities, a lot of parks, great restaurants, walkable downtowns. So those are, you know, some of the reasons I like the mid-sized cities. Look to places like Asheville, North Carolina, Charleston, San Antonio, Santa Fe, Montreal. There's so many great mid-sized cities around the country, and a lot of them are ones that people haven't necessarily explored yet, can be great for those multi-gen trips.
I have never thought about Asheville, but I've heard it's absolutely gorgeous, and that would be just like a fun getaway. And I think the bottom line is you can get as much as you want out of these trips, regardless of if you're going on a cruise or going to a mountain town or going to a city. Sitting down with the family, planning it, that's how you're going to ensure that you get the most out of this trip and that it's fun for everyone. Janine, always so much fun to talk to you. You always give such great travel advice. Where do we go to follow you to kind of learn a little bit more, keep up to date with what you're doing?
Yeah, find me on Instagram. I'm at The Outside Insider, and I take a lot of multi-gen trips. So I've got plenty of content on there and ideas for you.
Tons of ideas, tons of great content. So great to sit down and chat with you. Thank you again for all the travel advice, and hopefully we'll be talking to you soon.
It's always a pleasure. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Janine.
Always great stuff with Janine Tornatore.
Yeah, we love it, guys. For more information on that interview, head over to krqb.com, click on the New Mexico Living tab. That is also where you can go to see more of today's show. It was fun today. It was packed.
Man, packed.
We had a
show.
little baby dinosaur here.
Literally blew my mind.
That
And
was
cool.
cool.
If my son Bronson was here, he would have had a panic attack.
And go to Tractor Brewery,
In a
get
good
your
way.
Sun Pint, support Suriname, an incredible collaboration with Sunward Federal Credit Union and Suriname.
Change Out Jewelry LLC. Change Out Jewelry LLC.
Of
Come
really
on.
great stuff.
Have a great one, guys.
We'll see you Monday.